ako sa mananalo sa magiging sorpresa natin next week. Alright, and now we are going into the ban and pick phase. Again, this is a best of 2 series between Imperium Pro Team versus Gamex.Wargods. You see now for the bans, Sion, Nidalee, and Irelia coming out of Imperium Pro Team, and the first pick onto the Veigar most likely will be onto that support role. As for Gamex.Wargods, we do have the ban on the Poppy, LeBlanc, and Zed, and the hover over the Maokai.
Right, so let's see what other picks they're going to go for. Looking at the bans, what are your opinions on these bans? Because we haven't seen Sion banned that often, as well as Nidalee, although they have both been sort of going over into the meta at the moment.
Yeah, as for an Irelia ban, you just don't want it to give it to JLC, just because, yeah, he's really been super strong on that Irelia. The bans onto the Nidalee and the Sion, well, Sion, when he goes into the top lane, is a very, very strong tank. He can infinitely stack his health with his, I believe, Soul
passive,
Furnace?
yeah, I think so.
Passive of the Soul Furnace. And then as for the Nidalee, of course, with her changes in the 5.3 patch, I believe, she got way stronger in jungling, and her ganks are really, really strong. It hurts you when you hit when it hits.
It hurts you. So Nidalee hurts you. We're gonna see how Wargods responds to that. They are gonna lock in the Maokai and the Lee Sin over for skill.
Oh yeah, for you guys out there who don't know.
Oh right.
See right now that it will be Revane who will be the new jungler of Wargods, just because skill had some health problems, so he will be out for a few weeks, I believe. Permanent.
I think the time is indefinite, but regardless, Revane is gonna be the sub for now. Meanwhile, IPT is gonna also have a sub as support. I believe that's KRL.
Yes,
for
I believe
support.
He is going to replace Hero. In the bot lane. Alright, right now we do see the hover over the Vi. Might be a lock in there. There is the pick onto the Morgana. So very, very nice support if ever, or actually mid lane.
Oh, that's actually IPT Carl. Sorry about that, wrong reading. But that is going to be Carl to sub for IPT. Going to be a possible Vi and Morgana pick here for Imperium Pro Team. Yes, that's going to be. We're going to see if Veigar or Morgana will go either. They're very flexible, actually, aren't they?
An instant pick onto Kassadin. Wow. All right. So a little bit of a, let's say, risky pick there, just because even though it is a even if it is a support Veigar deals a lot of good damage onto enemy AP champions, even without AP ratios coming in from these items, just because I believe it's percentage of the enemy's AP that primordial burst can come out of.
Right, so a little bit of a risky pick here. Coming in from Wargods, a lot of AP actually from their team with a Maokai as well, but we're gonna see if they decide to lock in that Ezreal. Actually, IPT a bit confusing right now because Morgana and Veigar are pretty flexible. They could go support mid or top either one, so a very flexible team at the moment.
But I believe it might actually be a mid lane Morgana. Having that Tormented Soil with her passive does give her a huge amount of sustain and wave clear against a Kassadin, who all we know is a very anti-AP champion who can spam out an enemy. And with this spell vamp from the passive of Morgana, coupled with her spells, can, like I've said, sustain her in the lane and possibly outfarm the Kassadin and maybe also out-harass him.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the skills from Morgana shuts down the mobility of Kassadin as well. Ooh, it might be a possible Draven, which we have not seen in a while, as well as a Yasuo, so that might be, like you said, a Veigar support. And but they're changing their mind. Fizz actually making rising up back into the meta as a sort of hitter now in the top lane.
Yeah, the Trinity Force blade through winking top lane Fizz hurts a lot.
Yes, and we've seen that in the PGS Rift quite often from you know who. If you guys are at the PGS Rift often, we'll make those shoutouts later. But they are changing their mind. Carl might lock in a different champion this time. Talon, also something we haven't seen in a while. Very popular during the Season 4 Worlds, but they are going to change their mind over to Ahri, who is definitely more of a common pick right now.
Yes, and it will be the lock-in, so that will be a mid lane Ahri and a top lane
Veigar?
No, actually top lane Morgana. Yeah, because Veigar will be outbursted by the, out-tanked by Maokai in the top lane. As for Wargods, do only need a support. It is Wargods, so Stronger might go in for a Blitzcrank for in terms of pull, or if he wants to be aggressive, Annie would be his best bet. Might actually be an Annie. pick.
Thresh is open as well, and Janna, which is actually quite a surprise because Janna is usually a very contested pick, but this time it's gonna be almost pretty much the last pick of this pick and ban phase if Ever Stronger decides to go for that one.
They really want to go all in aggressive. Like you're seeing Imperium Pro Team's team right now. There's the Assault and Battery coming out the Vi, and then there's the follow-up Soul Shackles, Dark Binding from the Morgana, and an all-in from the Ahri.
Yeah, a lot of CC.
Yeah,
actually.
and
ooh, a Karma. Definitely not something we've seen often.
yes, there you go.
There it is.
Alright, so definitely, like you said, nothing we've seen yet in the Pro Gaming series. Karma support. Well, she does have a lot of utilities, similar to a, let's say, Lulu. But does give the shield, does give that quick spam Q, also the movement speed boost, and the her tether when she uses her ultimate, empowers it, and when you stick as long to it, I believe it steals health and stuns the target itself.
Right. So actually, the pick and ban phase has been finalized. So we're just gonna go over it one more time on the blue side. We've got IPT, that's Hate in the top lane as Morgana, Poisanity in the jungle with the Vi, Light in the mid lane with Ahri, and in the duo lane we've got Zensho and Karl with the Draven Veigar combo.
Yes, as for Wargods, we do have JLC in the top lane, Maokai. We do have Ravine today, on the jungle. Lee Sin, Ashi will be our mid lane Kassadin. The duo bot lane will be Ezreal, VYY with the Ezreal, and Stronger for the support Karma.
Alright, so looking at these team compositions before we move in to the Summoner's Rift, we're just going to have a little bit of a breakdown. So looking at these team compositions, Azrai, what do you think about it in general?
Like I've said before, it's these all-in compositions. There's no amount of disengage from all of these teams. I mean, yeah, it's just
all in.
All in talaga. As in, makikita mo ngayon, like I've said, Vi, and then there's the Spirit Rush coming out of the Ahri, backline damage coming in from the Draven. Actually, Draven with a spinning axis, huge amount of burst early on.
Yeah.
And I'm really, sorry about that. I'm really curious to see how this pans out in the bot lane, going against the Ezreal and the support Karma. Because if Draven can do a hit, and then Karl can put down his Event Horizon, that's a lot of free hits for him.
Right.
But then, of course, VYY does have the Arcane Shift out, but will he get that first?
Yeah, actually, it seems like they might have to play a little bit defensively if the Event Horizon comes off, and the bot lane from IPT looking very scary at the moment. But how about the top lane? It actually is quite interesting because we've seen Ahri and Kassadin a lot of times, but I have not seen a Morgana top in quite a while going up against a Maokai as well. So what do you think about that? Well,
it's similar to how you build in that Lissandra. Utility-wise as well, of course, having that Dark Binding gives you a free pick, if always, almost always.
Yeah.
And then in clashes, just go in with the Soul Shackles and then Zonius. Just be a total annoying fallen angel, and that's what she does.
Just lock down people.
Yeah, and in terms of, let's say, sieging, she has a very nice push potential and clear wave potential with that Tormented Soul. If she maxes out, even with like only a Doran's ring, level 3, rank 3 Tormented Soul can clear out the backline. What's the name for it? Range minions. Yeah, there you go.
All right, so that's the breakdown for the teams right now. But we're gonna see if it carries over into the game. Again, this is gonna be the first game of the round of 2 between IPT and Wargods, both at 11 points right now. We're gonna see who will rise on top. Will they be able to get a sweep from either of these teams, or will it be a draw, 1 point for each to make it a tie again? And then later on, we're going to have the set 2 sister team again. It's going to be IPT Blue versus Diamond. But before we go into any of that, we're going to take a short break right here.
Parasite the Maxim. Watch it the same day as Japan. Thursdays at 11 p.m. on Animax.
And we are back. Again, this is the Smart Prepaid GameX Pro Gaming Series Spring Season Week 14, the final of the regular season.
Yes, the group stage.
Yes, it is a best of 2 series between Imperium Pro Team versus Gamex.Wargods. Again, to recap, it will be Hate in the top lane Morgana, Poisanity will be our jungle Vi, Light will be our mid lane Ari, Zensho and Carl will be the duo bot lane with the Draven and the Veigar.
Meanwhile, on the red side, we've got Wargods. That's going to be JLC in the top lane with the Maokai, Rivain in the jungle with Lee Sin, Achi in the mid lane with the Kassadin, and in the dual lane we've got VYY and Stronger with the Ezreal Karma. So we're going to see if they pull off any level 1 engages here. Quite a scary level 1 actually from Imperium Pro Team with a lot of lockdown. It's going to be a war down there for Stronger, pulling off the... Wow, that's actually a pretty nice skin. I have not seen that card. Ooh, they actually forced a flash out of VYY at, well, pretty much 53 seconds into the game.
And that's going to force him to play defensively against this very aggressive and damage-heavy composition in the bot lane. Little bit of a love tap there onto Poisanity.
Right, so already a flash burned out this early on. Indeed, that is quite a scary level 1, but Wargod's going to be pretty smart with this one. They aren't going to be engaging at all. So they are going to be backing off, playing a little bit defensively. Not going to be any invades so far, at least, from Imperium Pro Team. Yes. So again, these teams are both at 11 points. This would be a tiebreaker if it becomes a sweep from either team. Or it could just be a draw again if both of them win this best of 2.
You see right now the JLC again has put a single... Ooh, single. Actually, I thought he would get that. He might.
He might go back for it. Not sure.
Yeah.
But he is going to be helping out. Might be a duo jungle, or just going to help him out a little bit early on that red buff start for Lee Sin.
Yes.
So, meanwhile, bottom lane going to help out Poisanity with the Krugs. Actually, yeah, this pretty much makes sense.
Alright, now, I just really want to point out this bot lane because they forced out VYY's flash this early into the game. There's a let's say 5-minute window already open for Imperium Pro Team to just push him out. I'm surprised that they didn't force a lane swap for Wargods right now. They already burned the flash again onto VYY, so it would make sense to swap him first in the top lane, just go against Hate, free farm against them, and possibly also hinder his CS compared to JLC because he's a ranged champion, and she is a ranged champion, and she has a lot of damage with that. Again, like I've said, with the tormented soil, gives her a lot of wave clear potential. But
wow, there might be an early pick here right now. JLC gonna engage onto Hate, and he's gonna be forced to use the flash. Another flash being burned, the second one so far in this game.
With a bit of a miscalculation, they're coming in from Wargods. They miss the Q, and they miss the palms, the Q of Lee Sin.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to follow her to the ends of the world.
So that is gonna be a disengage there from the top lane, but they did burn a flash, so it's pretty much worth it. Although looking at CS right now in that bottom lane, it's gonna be Ezreal or VYY with only 5 CS compared to Draven, who's already got 19, so definitely playing safe at the moment.
Yes, and having Stronger go with this roam type of playstyle is just delaying VYY in the spot lane to get his farm. And against a Draven, like I've said, these spinning axes hurt so much. But
but there's gonna be a mid lane clash. Light getting a little bit too aggressive onto Achi, and he's gonna be backing out, flashing to dodge that Q, luckily with the savior minions.
Perfect timing there from Light, saving his flash to wait for his minions to come in, and then time it perfectly that when Rivain uses his Q to try and follow him up, it misses again. He doesn't follow anyone to the ends of the earth.
Ooh, but there's gonna be an event horizon landing onto BYY. Is this gonna be a kill? He's gonna be forced to back out. Is there gonna be a kill here for Zensho? There is not, but Stronger being left behind. There's gonna be no kills there, but they did deal a lot of damage in that bottom lane.
Now BYY will be forced to recall, and having 14 CS, only has 600 gold in his pocket. Oh, actually he's just healing right up, but still.
Yeah, he's quite behind in terms of CS right now.
Rivain is here though.
And there's gonna be a gank here from Rivain, but the event horizon is gonna stop 2 members of Wargods.
right in their
Forced
tracks.
to disengage.
Yeah. And
Wow, this Event Horizon is really helpful against very mobile teams, especially one like Wargods.
and who don't have those very reliable type of gap closers or flash type of skills. If you're gonna dash over it, you're gonna get stunned.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's true, and there's going to be another Event Horizon VYY getting bursted a little bit again, although Zensho is actually quite low as well, so this could be a kill for either AD carry. Both of them are quite low. Both supports at full health though, so they still could help out their fellow carries.
Now 36 CS for Zensho there. 1,100. Might be a pickaxe and a few potions. Yes, there it is. And with the
But there's gonna be a flash Q coming in for Poisanity. There's gonna be a first blood onto Light, and ouchie. There's gonna be a tower hit onto Poisanity. Gonna be a 1-for-1 in that mid lane, but still the first blood onto Light.
Yeah. And with the CS advantage for Light, did give him the first blood, but the kill was a little bit too overboard there. They did give Ochi enough gold to be able to buy that Catalyst or Protector, and that's gonna keep him pretty healthy in the lane against a very aggressive harass type Ari.
Oh, wow, but in the top lane there's gonna be a duel between Hate and JLC. JLC really wants some blood here, but he is gonna be forced to back off. Gonna leave a sapling gift behind before he disengages.
And Hate, JLC actually is winning.
Yeah, this is quite a surprise.
Yeah,
we
winning
weren't
in
expecting
the
this.
laning phase and same in the CS.
Ooh, but there's gonna be an Event Horizon on the Stronger. He is gonna try and do what he can against ZNS. Will he get rooted? Yes, he will. VYY still has a chance to take him down. The heal is gonna be forced. ZNS is gonna flash out. Stronger getting low as well. Minions are hitting little by little, and that's gonna be a shield onto VYY. Will he be able to land the kill? That ZNS landing that painful axe, and it's gonna be forcing them to disengage down there in that bottom lane.
Props to Stronger, having in that utility keeps VYY healthy, and ouch! And is just winning them the lane, but whoa.
Ooh, there's gonna be a top lane clash now. JLC quite low. He's gonna try and do something against Hate, but Hate is gonna go down. Both top laners actually going down there, and that is gonna be a 1-for-1 stalemate. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, another duel between Light and Ochi, and that's gonna be another kill for Light in the mid lane.
Didn't look like a duel anymore there, because Ochi doesn't have his Rift Walk. He's a sitting duck.
Oh wow! There's gonna be a Q and then a flash over the wall from ZNS, and there's gonna be an auto attack onto ZNS, but that's gonna be pretty much a kill for the bottom lane of Wargods. A TP gonna come up from Hate, and will he be able to land the Dark Binding onto any of them? It doesn't seem likely because the flash and then the Q, but it's gonna miss. Will VYY be able to take anyone down? The Event Horizon is gonna land, but he's gonna shift through that wall. Meanwhile, here Ravane is gonna take down Light. He's gonna get caught out of position there, trying to help out. Hate and Poisanity will be backing out now, and that's going to be a red buff steal for Ravane.
Yes. Wow, wow, the aggression coming in from Wargods is just pushing Zensho and Karl out of the lane.
Yes, and this is what Wargods is definitely known for. Such early engages in this game. 8 minutes in, there's going to be an ult coming out from JLC. CNS is going to be coming up with a follow-up, and that is going to be a disengage from them. Might be a dragon, not so sure, or they might just secure some vision. Ooh, it might be a dragon.
They're gonna start it though. But Haste already recalled and is going to the top lane. Most likely, IPT will be forced to give this away. Poisanity is shown here. Will they try to? Will they try to? Super low now.
Might be a possible steal here. Poisanity just anticipating the dragon, but he decides to turn around, and that's not going to be any steal for him. They are going to back out now. Stronger trying to focus Karl. Will there be an Event Horizon? The Q barely missing from Lee Sin onto Zensho, and he is going to land that slow, but it might be a disengage here. Ochi just giving him a kiss before he says goodbye.
Yes. Wow, just look. It looked like Imperial Pro Team were ready to go in, but with a numbers advantage going into the favor of Wargods, it just didn't feel right for them to go in, and they measured the odds, so they just didn't win for it.
But there's gonna be an Event Horizon onto Stronger. Doesn't seem like it's so worth it though. Zensho getting very low. Who is the kill gonna go to? Zensho surviving with a sliver of HP, and that's gonna be a Q snipe. Will it be a double kill for the bottom lane here? Karl barely surviving, and that's gonna be a kill for each of the duo down there.
That Q spam coming out of Stronger is just proving to be a hindrance for Karl and Zensho in the bot lane. It really looked like Zensho was having...
Ooh, there's gonna be a tormented soil. Oh, rather an altar. Soul Shackles coming in from Hate. He's gonna be kicked back into the river, and that's gonna be a follow-up resonating strike from Ravane. They are gonna take him down, and so far on the kill score, that's 7-3 in favor of Wargods.
Yes, with 1,000 gold lead for Wargods as well. Right now, Wargods aren't winning in terms of the, let's say, team fights. It's more on to these individual skirmishes in each lane that Wargods is little by little giving themselves the advantage. And again, like I've said before, Imperium Pro Team with their dual bot lane do have the chance to be
there's gonna be another mid lane clash here. The root is gonna let it still out to Light, but they aren't gonna follow up because he was already at the tower. Gonna be forced to use that Spirit Rush though.
Yeah. Spirit Rush
the aggression seriously from Wargods is
hit him. The two-shot Rush hit Light, I believe.
But BYY gonna be alone down here in the bottom lane. Are they gonna call for a bottom lane gank here?
Carl doesn't have his ultimate up yet though.
Yeah, so blue buff gonna be past the Ochi, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. And even though if Carl does get his level 6, who is he gonna target? Stronger, doesn't have a lot of AP, and VYY, yeah, let's admit it, Ezreal does build some AP but not a lot of it. So level 1 Primordial Burst wouldn't do as much damage as it would compared to if you're like going in against on a mid laner, which is the Cassidy, but he's not in the bot lane yet.
Yeah, probably gonna hurt a little bit more in the late game, I guess. So he's gonna have to play a little bit safely earlier on. This bottom lane, 3 members here, and Poisanity is just waiting for the call right now. Is he gonna go in? They can't see him. This is gonna be an engage anytime soon right now.
If Carl gets a stun, he'll follow up. That's what's happening right now. They're waiting for Carl's stun. There we go.
There's gonna be an event horizon on the Stronger, and that's gonna be a focus onto him as well. The ult from Poisanity is gonna land onto him. They're gonna be forced to use that heal. Meanwhile, Ravane coming in with the assist, and BYY is gonna get the kill onto Carl. Zensho and Light are here. It's gonna be a 2 versus 3, but Stronger's too low to try and do anything. Archie gonna come in with the response as well. Light trying to do what he can with the Foxfires. Will he land the EQ? Yes, he will. Meanwhile, Archie trying to do what he can. He puts down the Ignite, but it might not be enough. Trying to land the Q, but Archie is gonna disengage from that one.
BYY almost died there with the Q coming out of Light. Oh,
yikes, Ravane trying to land the Q.
Almost hits the Q there.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a tower dive. The TP coming in from Hate. Will he cancel it? No, he is not. He's gonna come in. He might try to do a flash. No, he won't. He's gonna back off, and that's gonna be a free tower for GLC. Questionable teleport there.
He wanted to save this bot lane for as long as possible to let Zensho and Carl still have a laning phase.
Yeah.
And of course, the bot lane towers is a little bit more important than the top lane. Does give you that vision to control the dragon area. And dragon's about to spawn in 1 minute and 40 seconds. But wow, that clashed right in the bot lane, giving Wargods a 4,000 gold lead.
Yeah, 30 minutes in, and earlier we were checking out Ezreal and Draven. Draven was in the lead, but now Ezreal's 20 CS ahead.
It was like 51 CS compared to, oh actually 30 CS compared to BYY's 9 or around 12.
Alright, so the advantage is now on Wargod's side. And the Dragon is going to come up in 1 minute. Both teams pretty much have vision around the area, so they'll know if there's going to be a call. We're going to see if IPT can secure vision and positioning around the Dragon before, because we've seen in their previous games that IPT had very good control around Dragon against Naga, but we're going to see if they can repeat that this time.
Now, also if you look into the itemizations, Archie does have his Rod V, just doesn't still have that damage, needs to keep stacking that up. But as for Light, does have that Morellonomicon for himself. He's 2 kills, 2 deaths, 84 CS compared to 69 of Archie. Yeah. So he's still winning in the mid lane. This isn't the game-winning advantage for Wargods. There's still time for Imperium Pro Team to get back, even though with that 3,000 gold deficit, they can still come back for this if Light can position correctly and Poisanity can get a good assault battery.
Wow, but Poisanity's gonna put down the ult on the Stronger. Poisanity might regret that decision. He's gonna be kicked out and bursted down. There's gonna be JLC as well, gonna get caught with the binding in the middle. Light is gonna survive because of the Spirit Rush. Revane trying to do what he can. He did burst down Poisanity earlier. They still want some blood, and Ochi gonna Rift Walk in, but he's gonna get charmed. Will he go down? The Primordial Burst was casted, but it didn't do enough damage, and Revane is gonna be rushing in. Will he go down? Yes, he will. Zensho gets the kill. BYY wants some more blood, though. Light is there. I'm not sure if he can see him. BYY is gonna try and take down Light. Yes, he will. That's gonna be a double kill for him, and it's gonna be a 2-for-2 exchange. Pretty much even there. BYY, though, caught in an awkward position.
Yeah, but he's hunting for Zensho there. Right now, I'm just seeing Poisanity is going in onto Stronger, and you don't want to go in for a Karma who can put a tether on you, steal your movement speed, stun you, slow you more with her Q, and have a shield to absorb some of the damage output that a Vi can dish out.
Yeah, I think they're doing that because I think they're kind of desperate at the moment with the lead.
Yeah, but it's not the desperation point yet. It's still 15 minutes into the game. There's still time for them to keep Zensho farming safely into the bot lane. Just give him ward coverage, keep him safe, and if the dragon isn't, let's say around the, it's not the 3rd dragon buff yet, give them the 2nd dragon buff. Let Zensho keep farming. Let Hate get a Zonius to try and have a better clash participation, and then Light had a very sketchy engage there. Also, Poisanity got bursted down 2v1 against Stronger and Revane. So Imperium Pro Team a little bit lacking in their terms in the decision-making area, but they're not still out of it. They still have it in them.
I think they can pull off a pretty good Wombo combo because they have a lot of CC. I mean, Event Horizon, Soul Shackles, Charm, all of that. I think it could shut down BYY, but so far we have not seen a fully communicated team fight. Not just yet. They are still in the game. It's gonna be a fight for the Dragon this time. Wargods does have 1 stack at the moment. We're gonna see who will get the 2nd Dragon. Stronger putting down so much hope with JLC. He's gonna get caught out. There's gonna be an ult as well from Zensho, but it isn't gonna do much. That means they already don't have an Event Horizon and the ult from Zensho. They might be at a disadvantage, but actually Wargods backing out just a little bit.
They're starting it off. They're gonna take a lot of unnecessary damage from the Dragon, plus the free Qs from Stronger is just little by little chipping off the health of the members of Imperium Pro Team right now.
Yeah, this could be a little bit dangerous. Dragon is healing back up though, so the effort that they made earlier might just go to waste.
And there's a wave in the top lane actually, if you look at it.
Oh yeah, there might be a free top lane tower there.
There's already
for Wargods
forming up here.
But they are still gonna roam around this Dragon.
They should just give up the chase for the Dragon and possibly trade it for the mid tier too.
Yeah. See though, because Wargods might not be able to take the Dragon fast enough.
I think they're going for it. Zensho's going in for the mid lane. They're gonna try and swap this. He's starting to prep up the... Oh, the Dragon reset there.
The Dragon's gonna be secured right now by Wargods, and Imperium Pro Team is not going to take that mid lane tier 2. They are gonna try and go back to the Dragon. This was a slightly miscommunicated call, and JLC is gonna get out of position. Revane kicking away one of the members of IPT, and right now it's gonna be almost a free Dragon. IPT still wants to get some revenge though. There's gonna be Light with the engagement. He's gonna be forced to flash out. There's gonna be Ochi with a kill onto Poisanity. Is gonna be a Dragon and a kill right now for Wargods.
There, Poisanity tried to follow up for Light, but Light flashed out of the damage already, fearing that he would die with that engage.
Let's see if Zensho can do enough damage to the tower. No, he won't. He's gonna leave it at around 1/4 HP left, and that was quite an awkward moment for Imperium Pro Team. We saw Zensho walking up to the tower, but he decided to back out, go back to Dragon.
He was actually just prepping. Whoa!
Wow, gonna force the flash there out of Zensho. Such scary presence right here from Stronger. He already has the final form of the Spell Thief's Edge, and Stronger gonna walk into Carl. That's gonna be a 9 versus double 6. Will he be able to take down Carl? This is a very painful support at the moment. Ochi gonna try and help. He's gonna flash in onto Carl. The Ignite is gonna land, and that's gonna be a kill for him.
Yes, and now Wargods just going into the base of the jungle of Imperium Pro Team right now, and just ripping them bit by bit.
Yeah, we were talking with Kairu earlier, and we're gonna have to hold that thought because there's gonna be an engage there onto Revane, but he is gonna be surviving. The Q is gonna land, and it doesn't need any damage. Light is gonna get focused as well. A double kill for BYY at the moment. GLC gonna proc that Righteous Glory. He is gonna focus onto these two members of Wargods. Are they gonna go down? Kate is able to take down Revane, but that's gonna be a triple kill for BYY in exchange. The Primordial Burst almost taking down BYY.
Not enough damage there from the Q. From the, like you said, Primordial Burst of Carl. But wow, again.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Again, Poisanity just going in and not having backup. Zensho did use his ultimate there to try and burst down Revane, but he just safeguarded away to his teammate and still survived that.
Yeah, they might be trying too hard actually to take down targets. It's like their decision making is a bit off right now, I think.
Yes, it is. And wow, just unprecedented aggression might be the theme for Imperial Pro Team right now. Wargods just
BYY
following
gonna be
up,
getting the burst of speed
there
from
you
Karma,
go.
and there's gonna be a Spelthing's Edge, but it's not gonna be enough to catch up to Carl. They are just gonna try and secure vision around the Baron area. Actually, it is 21 minutes and Baron is live. It could be a Baron take. It's gonna be an ult coming in to secure the CS down there at the bottom lane. Just clearing it out a little bit. Poisanity still at the front line. Will he make another pick? The gap is pretty big at the moment. It's almost 8,000 goal lead for Wargods right now at 20 minutes into the game. We haven't seen a lead this big in quite some time between two teams. We're gonna see if they decide to go for a Baron. There's gonna be a backline engage there. The charm is gonna land onto Revane, but isn't gonna shut anyone down. Poisanity all alone again. He is gonna be ulting stronger once again, but he is gonna be taken out. Imperium Pro Team running for their lives. JLC trying to do what he can against Hate. Be tormented. Oh, rather the Soul Shackles is gonna take him down. BYY though able to take down Hate. CNS in a bad position. He is gonna go down as well. Ochi gets the kill. Light is the only one in that river, and he is gonna get taken down by BYY.
Wow. Imperium Pro Team didn't expect that Wargods were going to flank them from behind, and Poisanity again went in onto Ochi there. He should have just tried to bait them into this little area right here and used Haith Soul Shackles to try and get possibly a 3-man stun.
Yeah.
Follow up with a Assault Barrier just to confuse the members of Wargods and let Zensho and Light just do some good backline damage. They're not doing this
Yeah,
yet.
sadly the carries are not able to put down that much damage at the moment, and the gold lead is now 10,000 in favor of Wargods. Dragon gonna come up in 1 minute, and Baron's is free as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Wargods makes a call right now. At this point, do you think that IPT can still get back into the game?
They can. I mean, like you said before, they have a lot of engage and disengage as well. So why not use all of their skills to try and disengage and hopefully force Wargods to separate in the pursuit of chasing the members of the Imperium Pro Team. Possibly get a pick from that. Oh, there we go.
Poisanity's gonna get caught out of position. JLC stronger are here to try and take him down. Ochi gonna come in with a Rift Walk, and he's gonna take out Poisanity. Once again, Poisanity caught out of position so many times in this game already.
Lack of vision is part of why he is getting caught out in his own jungle.
Yeah, their map is quite dark.
Right now, it's just the Imperium Pro Team not having enough team fight synergy and also the wardings. As for Wargods, they're just eating up onto this. But
oh wow, but there's gonna be a Righteous Glory plus the boosted E coming in from Karma. There is gonna be a binding onto Ochi there. They really don't want to have this fight, and they are gonna back out there. Meanwhile, they might be rotating to Dragon.
Start to get this Dragon, they should use this time to try and push a lane. Possibly get more farm for themselves.
Yep, there's gonna be a free uncontested Dragon right now for Wargods. 24 minutes into the game, that's a 10,000 gold lead in their favor. Their aggression has paid off so far into this game. They already have 2 Dragon stacks, is going to be more tower pushing potential for them.
So far, Ravine has been doing quite a nice job to be the substitute jungler.
Yeah, for skill.
For skill. He's channeling the
inner insect.
But now, ouch!
Oh, there's gonna be BYY landing some damage onto ZNS. He's gonna try and slow him down. Plus the heal is gonna be enough to save him. But we can see the huge gap in damage right now.
3-level deficit, if you can look at it.
And they really, BYY really the carry of the game right now. 10-0. He hasn't died once in this game, and Karma as well with 14 assists. A lot of kill participation from him so far.
If you look at it, yung support game per pro team, his name is Carl. So parang regular name eh. Kasi if you're like a pro player, you'd want to use these kinds of cool, para sabihin not regular names or parang hindi ginagamit talaga na ano, diba? Yung pang mga aliases lang.
Yeah.
But now,
so Carl's just gonna be Carl.
Si Carl! Ito si Carl! Diba? Parang stick pa yung gan eh.
Normal names are cool too, and Carl's gonna pull that one off.
Actually nga pag main kakalala ko dati, pangalan niya, ano yan? Wolfstein Lionheart. Yeah, it's kind of cool though. But now they're starting to push up to this tier 2, and they should give this if they don't want to get picked off. Ooh, nice!
Oh, there's gonna be a charm onto Achi, but he is gonna be able to rift walk immediately out of there. There's gonna be a free blue buff, and it might actually be a Baron immediately after JLC is approaching the Baron buff as well. They are just gonna be pushing that mid lane. They might want to make a pick here, but I think that Imperium Pro Team knows they're there.
If you look at it, Light isn't lacking damage. If he got the Charm, the Foxfire, and the Orb of Deception onto Achi, puts him to half HP. So they still have that damage output from him.
Yeah.
They're missing the damage output from Zensho, only having a Zeal and that Infinity Edge, but
there's gonna be an all coming in from Zensho there to try and get a kill, but BYY is gonna get bursted. He is gonna go down. Zensho's gonna take him down. Stronger as well is gonna be taken out here by Light. It's just a matter of finishing him off. The Baron is still alive. Ravine is still up, but he was actually taken down just in that moment. Gonna be a slight technical difficulty here, but there is gonna be a Baron buff. Kassadin is gonna be able to secure that one and then flash out, I believe. So that was gonna be a 4 stage, but JLC safe.
Wow! In the nick of time there. But that was a 3-4-1 exchange. The Baron did go to Gamex.Wargods, but not the best of positionings there to start off the Baron. They were all inside the Baron pit itself, and then Carl just put down that Event Horizon, just let's say closing off the entrance to that Baron pit.
It's like you were saying earlier, as long as they're in small enclosed areas, this is really where IPT shines.
Yeah, but wow, JLC almost dies.
I bet he had like a mini heart attack at that moment.
Oh no!
Okay, I'm alive.
Very nice.
The wood is too hard.
Swag teleport.
But GLC gonna try and get some revenge. Almost taken down earlier. That's gonna be a cleared out ward. No objectives to be taken at the moment.
Yeah, if you actually look at it, GLC's pretty tanky against AP champions, and like you said, Zensho still doesn't have his power spike. He actually missed his power spike.
Yeah, he did.
He needs now to build items that will help them in the team fights. Infinity Edge, possibly a static shiv to help clear the waves.
Ooh, but Stronger gonna get caught out of position. Not really gonna matter though, because
tanky.
Karma's. Well, I don't think Karma's tanky. I just think Carl lacks a lot of damage at the moment. He built a Righteous Glory, so he isn't really focusing on putting down a lot of damage. They are gonna be using the Empowered Recall because top and mid are sort of pushing, but 5 members here, and it looks like they still want to grab some kills here. We're gonna see if there's any engage. They really want this one. The Righteous Glory being activated. Poisanity. I think this is like the 4th or 5th time he's gonna get ulted by him, and that's gonna be an ult. There's gonna be Carl taking down Stronger and Ravine quite low. Flash auto attack from ZNS. The random is gonna pop, but it didn't hit anyone, I believe. And Light, it's all a matter of finishing Ravine. There's gonna be a double kill, I think, for ZNS. Oh no, just a kill for him against Ravine.
There you go. That's what Imperium Pro Team needs, and that is what Gamex.Wargods doesn't need to do. 3-man bot lane. They were confident of VYY's damage output. You saw that he was charging up his True Shot Barrage.
Yeah.
He got haste, but then hate flashed away, and Ravine was just in a very awkward position.
Yeah.
Just got caught off. And then Stronger just got bursted down there by Carl.
So I guess what they really have to remember is fight in small spaces.
Yeah.
It's where they really shine. That's going to be Dragon coming up in around 35 seconds. And again, the positional advantage is still for Wargods, but considering how IPT's been coming back so far, they might be able to steal this one. 3 Dragon stacks actually so far, so additional movement speed with this very mobile team coming in from Wargods.
But unlike the Baron, the Dragon can be pulled outside of its cage or pit.
Yeah.
And then that's just not going to give Imperium Pro Team a very nice positioning. They're going to have to fight in a very open position there, and they're just going to give this. This is the 4th Dragon for Wargods.
That's going to be free, I think. Yep, there's
Yes, they will.
no steal.
But when the 5th Dragon responds, they're going to fight for it. They need to fight for it. If they don't, it's going to be a free game for Wargods with that insane amount of damage output that the aspect of the Dragon can give. Of course, it is double the stat, so that's
right, triple I think.
Yeah, double actually.
Oh, okay.
Double. So it's 12% attack damage and ability power, 10% movement speed.
Yeah.
30% additional damage to towers, I believe, and 10%. Oh, and what else? Of course, the burn. Burn, baby burn.
5-man ignite.
5-man ignite.
Coming in from Wargods. So the 5th stack is definitely going to be scary. A lot of them are approaching the area of the Baron pit. Although Baron is not going to come up in a while, but they might just be looking for a pick here. The True Shot Barrage trying to see that. Ooh, Rivain's going to get caught out of position. He's going to safeguard through the wall, but Poisanity was actually there. The ult going to go down onto him, but JLC is going to be here with the assist. He's very tanky, but Rivain's going to be finished off anyway. Carl going to go down. That's going to be a 2 for 2 so far. Archie bets very low, and that's going to be a double kill for Light as well. Hate getting very low as well. VYY putting down a lot of damage, but he was bound by the Dark Binding, and the tower is going to put down some damage onto him and JLC. The sapling is going to sit there and be cute for a while.
If you didn't see that, VYY actually mistimed his QSS. He activated it before the Dark Binding hit, so he was binded for the duration of that. And
next 32 minutes and 5 towers for Wargods already. It's around 13,000 gold lead at the moment, and wow, that's a really big lead at the moment.
What actually happened there is that also, if you saw it in the clash before,
that karma's huge.
It's huge, man. Huge. Carl actually used his primordial burst onto Rivain, and that mitigated a lot of the damage output that Imperium Pro Team have. Yes, we know that his primordial burst doesn't have a lot of AP ratio right now, but against a high AP champion, it can burst a lot of their health out, drain a lot of their health out. Should have waited for Archie to try and go in to bait him out.
Indeed, we're gonna see if IPT can repeat the Baron fight that they pulled off earlier so that they can get back into this game. Things looking a little bit dim for them right now, but again, we never know. There might be a comeback from IPT. Things are quite unpredictable in this game, and IPT could still show us that they've got a little trick up their sleeve. They did have a great team fight earlier.
Is the comeback real? That is what we'll find out.
Yes.
That's for the vision. You can see right now, Wargods do have a good set of visions already here. It's not finished. They would around right now actually. Here comes Stronger to try and put out the vision for them. And Imperium Pro Team do have defensive wards onto their jungle. Will know that Wargods is there, but Light will be forced to crush away.
JLC timing his dash in just at the right time. He is going to be activating that True Shot Barrage, taking out so much of their HP. VYY on a killing spree right now, and Light might go down. There's going to be a Rift Walk coming in from Archie, and the Charm going to be there, but Archie still takes him out. He's going to Rift Walk, rather, flash right back out. ZNS still wants to kill. The Zony is going to be there, but Hate might just take him down here. Event Horizon in the nick of time, and that's going to be a 1 for 3 exchange in favor of Wargods still, or rather a 3 for 1. And that's going to be a very brave shift over the wall, and Carl here going to get rooted down. Event Horizon locking down JLC, but it's not going to be enough. Carl is still going to go down, a complete ace right now in Wargod's favor, and they might just take another Baron.
And it looks like they will. Wow, it all started when JLC found Light in the jungle.
Yeah, poor Light got caught out of position.
Yeah, he just advanced it. Light didn't time it correctly. He was timing it. When he used his Spirit Rush out to the wall,
yeah,
JLC won't be able to follow. But it was a very dangerous situation because there were all of the members of Wargods closing the gap.
Yeah.
And if he didn't Spirit Rush in that time, it would have been worse. But then Ochi does have that ref walk over the wall.
Yeah. Although JLC timed his dash in pretty perfectly. He dashed as the Spirit Rush came in, so he was able to connect still to the wall.
Very, very true. And now Dragon will be up in a minute.
Oh my, this is the 5th one.
This is going to be a bloodbath right now. Imperium Pro Team are now setting up all of their wards into this Dragon area, saying we cannot give them this aspect of the Dragon, or we will lose this fight.
No one wants a 5-man ignite, and IPT is doing everything they can to keep that area safe. But everyone is closing in here, and with Wargod's advantage, this could be a very, very scary fight right now.
Do you think that Ezreal is like a Super Saiyan? Di ba parang ano siya? May teleport na siya. Oh wait, actually it's a clash.
Ooh man, there's gonna be a clash of GLC. Really brave, he's fighting 4 of the members right now, stronger. The entire team is collapsing onto each other right now. Ochi's gonna get a kill onto Carl. That's gonna be a killing spree for JLC. Zensho getting exhausted. Will he go down? So much burst coming in from Wargods right now. The Zhonya's is pretty much useless at this point. It's a 4 for 1 exchange in favor of Wargods, and Light.
Oh, he found
the
him.
true shot barrage.
He
He's gonna be connecting in a double kill. 5 for 1. This is gonna be possibly the game. That's a 5 stack for Wargods, and that's pretty much the game.
Not yet. There's still, yeah. There's a very big
Giant Lee Sin, Giant Karma, Giant every champion.
Wow, just the goal advantage proving to be an 8 for
I think
Wargods.
Kassadin's huge too. I think the map got smaller. Oh, they're actually gonna back out there.
Let's check. Yeah, it is. He's huge.
They're all huge.
Yeah. Actually, this is a good
This is like
good use of the elixir there for Ochi. Does give him that tenacity, so he doesn't
right.
sorry, doesn't get rooted too much.
So actually, this is gonna be the 5th stack. Sorry about that. My mistake. This is gonna be finally the 5th dragon, and wow, it's like walking burning titans right now.
Yes, and to back what I was saying before, BYY with that Ezreal looks like a Super Saiyan. I mean, look, he's blonde. He's
right.
He's burning with an aura, and look at, he's fast. He has a Kamehameha wave with the true shot.
Yeah,
barrage.
exactly.
So it's like parang ano talaga.
If only we could have webcams on them, we could hear BYY literally shouting Kamehameha as he uses his ult.
Yeah.
But sadly, we can't see the action from him. But it is a very scary Super Saiyan for Wargods. It might only be a matter of finishing the game at this point. 37 minutes in, 37-15 on this kill score, and the Super Saiyan, man, 17-1-9. So very, very safe, yet very painful AD carry for Wargods.
Yes. And now it's only a matter of just if for Wargods this is their decision. Do we close out with destroying all the inhibitors, or get this bottom inhibitor and just finish it straight through?
Stronger OG. Ravane is going to come in. He was going to try and do the kick, but Hit is going to use that Zhonya's JLC, trying to connect with several members of the team. There's going to be an ult from standing onto the members, but it's going to be useless. 3 members are already down. The Spirit Rushes, and also not going to be. It's going to be a fatal effort there, futile rather, and that's going to be a Nexus Tower possibly for Wargods. Carl is the only one safe, but Carl is going to be sitting in his base because Super Saiyan is just too scary right now. Ooh, wow, there's going to be a burst on the Stronger, but it's not going to be enough still. And this is going to be the game. Ladies and gentlemen, Dragon Ball OP. And that is going to be a Nexus Ravane running in to the base. And that is going to be game 1, the first set. That's going to be a victory for Gamex.Wargods. Their aggression really showing in this game. And indeed, we see that Wargods really showing their veteran status so far in this pro gaming series that is gonna put them ahead in terms of points. They are 12 points right now compared to IPT, who has 11 points. So Asterai, break this one down for us.
Alright, you can see right now for the endgame stats. Look at VIY. 21 and 10. Wow, this is a lot of kills for himself. Died only once. And if you guys are interested in looking into the damage output, let us get into it with the graphs. Because ngayon ko lang siya, parang recently ko siya na-discover.
Alright.
Yeah, so we're testing it
Wow.
out. It's right now, damage, all output damage from VIY is 38,000.
Wow, so
Actually,
pretty much expected.
Yeah, next for him is actually light. Wait for it. Wait for
There
it.
it is.
There you go. And look at this, 25,000 for light.
So 10,000 difference in damage, and that was definitely visible in the game here. So the graph really shows us what's going on.
Yeah. It shows to you how, let's say, what is the participation for these players themselves, and that's about it.
Indeed, so we're gonna go back over to the standings there, right? So that's gonna be a point ahead now for Wargods against Imperium Pro Team. They did win the first round of that round of 2, the first set here between Wargods and IPT. They're gonna be one step ahead. We're gonna see in the next game, will Wargods sweep this one, or will IPT get back and get their revenge against the very scary Super Saiyan that we saw earlier?
Yes, and that was game 1, like Amplifier said, in this best of 2 series between Imperium Pro Team and Gamex.Wargods. So we will be back after a short break. Again, I am GS Asterai with an I, and alongside here with me is
GS Amplifier.
and we will be right back.